Hey, what's up guys? It's Colin here, and I wanted to share something with you, how I accidentally discovered how to go from like having a stressed out, horrible, feeling alone and lost day to actually completely flipping it around and being fully alive and feeling like I have my tribe and connected with my world and reality and just totally at peace. I'm gonna tell you how this happened. The day started out with me getting a ticket. The second time I got cell phone in my hand ticket for driving while having my cell phone, and so I was so pissed and upset, and then I was able to turn this around on accident. And so basically, for context, I'm on day 15 of this 30-day challenge to act as if I have, like, from the perspective of basically that I only have a few months left to live. The deal with the challenge was that each day I would have to reach out to somebody, have a conversation to, say something I wanted to say, or like speaking my truth, doing something uncomfortable, or doing something that really brought me aliveness. It was like one action a day. And it was cool. I was having amazing breakthroughs, but at the end of the day, I wanted more transformation. Like, I realized that what I really wanted out of all this is I wanted to be somebody I really wanted to be the version of myself that I knew, the version of myself that is the child inside, the one that's 7 years old, that has super creative essence and says what he wants to say and doesn't care what anyone thinks, and is just like this being of light that I kind of know is inside me, but I rarely am through conditioning. So I wanted to be that, and I realized I wasn't doing it. I was just having these actions, and then I was getting sidetracked by my mind. So I decided to put systems in place, do action steps that actually kept me accountable. So I changed the whole challenge to 5 times a day speaking my truth, or speaking what's really on my mind, and like really being that version of myself. And one of those must be with like a relationship or somebody that I care about. So I did that today. And as a bonus, create something fun each day if I have time and the energy. So today, what I did was I called people, and I left, if I couldn't get a hold of them, I left them voice memos or something. And I reached out to friends and old lovers, and I spoke like what I was really my truth to them, which is something I've always really wanted to say, which was, my friends, I just said, hey, like, listen, I love you, and I never say this, and we never talk, but it's all good. Like, I always know that you're there, and just establishing that relationship, and I got an amazing response back. And then to old lovers, it was like kind of saying the similar things, but also sharing like why I acted the way I did, and at the end, and closed off and unconsciously pushed them away, and how I owned it. I said what was really true, that I like had love for them, and that was some sort of protection to me. And then I spoke to a couple people in my interacting in my environment, or just doing business, and what I said was just like what was on my mind, like what my experience of them was. For the most part, it was just an acknowledgement to them. And so it just completely transformed my day, and it's like I became this version of myself that I wanted to be today. I still have a long way to go, but I was at peace. There was so much transformation just through these actions. So that's the moral of all this, is if you really want to like feel at peace and feel alive, is what I'm constantly on the search for, then tell people what you've always wanted to tell. Like, call your friends and say the thing that you never say. And it's awkward sometimes. It was awkward to be like, hey, I really love you, man. Like, you've been in my life for a long time, and it goes without saying, because I think we can both feel it, but there's just something like, I always know you're gonna be there, and like, even though if I don't talk to you for a couple years, like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, I really value our relationship and who you've been for me, and stuff like that. So I hope that's helpful, and I'll be posting more videos as I adapt this sort of challenge and everything. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. And I hope you enjoyed Scout's serenading and Michael's whatever he's doing in the background there. Peace.